Hello, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and welcome to Introduction to Finance Management 218, offered by Harper College. I will be your facilitator for the next 6 weeks. This is going to be a quick overview of what's expected once we meet next week, but I just want to give you a little heads up. Okay. So, what are we going to do? First thing you need to do, we're going to be using Corporate Finance by Ross 11 edition, bundled with Connect, the integrated software to help you learn financial formulas and finance at home in adjusting to your own pace so you can learn the concepts. So some of you already had accounting and you're already familiar with Connect, so I'll just move along with this. But you need the Connect homework. You need the passcode. There's no way you're going to do anything. So I want to make sure you purchase and have the passcode and have your Connect homework due for the first homework due next week. Okay, so let's talk about the underneath the course material. I already sent you the syllabi. On the syllabi, you have a link and everything else, how to get to the bookstore or how to get an ebook version. But let me just go. I only have the ebook version listed here because I think it's more cost effective. But that's up to you. So you're going to click on this book here. Now, if you click on the web, you click always on the link up here. I always provide the link. For some reason, my automatic linking doesn't work. You could cut and paste this link into your own browser and get into it. So I'm going to click on the book. And if you notice, here's the book. It goes directly to the book. You could buy a loose leaf, and I think, I don't know, this must be the Smart Book and ebook and Connect all together for $370. I don't think Harper Bookstore has this, but you could buy the loose leaf version, this loose leaf version for $262 bundled with the Connect integrated software passcode that you need for this class. There's no way you can take this class without the passcode. If you can't, you don't want to get the passcode, just a book. You can't do any of the homework. You can't do any. You don't have access to any of the information you need to complete this course, so you won't be able to do it. So I would, or you could buy the book for a hard copy for $349. I think the Harper charges $262. I mean, they had $266 or $270 because there's a handling charge for them for carry the book. But or you could get the ebook. You got your tablets or your laptops. You could just download the ebook for 6 months. You have the ebook for this course. You have the Connect passcode, and you'll have everything you want. So this is an option. If for some reason financially you can't afford it this week, but I could do it next week, I don't want to fall behind the homework. When you click on my first homework assignment, when it asks you for the passcode that you will receive here, or when you buy the book, let's say you could do a free trial. You get a free trial for 1 week. After the 1 week, you need the passcode or it just locks you out completely. So far, so good. Buy the book, get the passcode. Now I've got the passcode, the book. What do I do with the passcode? Where do I enter it? How do I get my information? Good question. So let me get out of here. I'll close this, and I'm back in here. Now, your LearnSmart assignments. You got the passcode. The first time you're going to do your homework assignment in LearnSmart. So I'm going to click on, and I'll just it'll require a passcode. You put it in there. But let me just slow down a second. All your Connect homeworks that's required for this course are already here on the LearnSmart assignments. You see them all. Okay. What I want you to focus on is on the due dates. May 24th, May 24th. That's the first time you're going to be meeting. Before 6 o'clock, your Connect has to be done. If it's not completed at that time, I reduce it by 30%. Management in business is all driven by service date due dates. My boss wants this report submitted by Monday, not Wednesday. I get marked off my performance because he needs it or she needs it to present to their boss or to the board of directors or stockholders meeting, whatever. Due dates. Customer wants this done. Due dates. I'm upset. I pay a penalty. I'm upset. I lose customers. Everything's driven by due dates. So time management is an essence. You're in a cohort group. You already know time management. You only have so much time, and you're doing all these classes because you want to finish it in a compressed time period so you get the same degree as someone that's taken 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. You're doing in a year and a half. I think if I'm not mistaken with the cohort. Okay, so I have all your Connect homeworks are all here in advance. You see what I'm talking? Look at the due date. So if you one week, next week, you say, oh man, I got all this stuff. I got a homework project. I got another project, another homework, or I got the family commitment. I won't have as much time to spend on the software to do my homework. You could do it in advance. You come in here, you just do an advance, and you'll be finished. Okay, so you've got the Connect homework. We're doing well. Okay, you could do this all advanced. Now, for those of you who say, hey, I don't want to do advanced, I do my work, here's my work, what do I do for next week? All your work you're going to find is going to need the weekly assignments. So when you come into your weekly assignments, this is week one, or week one will be starting. If you notice on here, I'm in the instructor's view. I'll go a little more detail for those who aren't familiar once you're in class, and I'll show you the other one. Week one is open now. So you see the folder is active. It's open. You won't see all of this in your own what do you call it? When you open up Blackboard, you only see week one. Once week one ends, at the end of week one, week one ends, we finish the week, we do our lecture, week one ends, I open week two. When I open week two, I close week one. Just say, hey, that's last week's work, here's your new week. You got to go forward. I manage the time for you do the service. These are the service dates. You already know ahead of time. Here's what's the required homework assignment. You manage. Once it's gone, you've lost that opportunity. You go forward. Okay? So make sure you keep it. Because what's going to happen in this course, remember, 1 week in this course here in the accelerated classes you're taking, 1 week is equivalent to 4 weeks in a traditional class. 16 weeks, 4 or 3 weeks, depending. That's a lot of work. There's no way you're going to make that up. If you mid two, you're already 12 weeks behind or 8 weeks behind. So remember, you got to get the homework done now because there's too many chapters we're covering. And remember, we're not going to cover all the chapters in the Connect homework, but you'll get most of it. You get, I think, 15. So make sure you know what's required. Some of it's going to be homework. Some of it's going to be the LearnSmart. Some of it's going to be some quizzes on chapters I may not require to LearnSmart for, but you will be exposed to all this. You have a good basic understanding. Conceptually, you'll know what the different value. How do I lease? What's the thing? When do I take a loan out? What's the best deal for me? Should I buy or should I lease? Those are questions that finance has to answer. Accounting gives me the data, and so I know, like my checkbook, where am I at? Ooh, I'm almost broke. I got a bill coming up. What do I do? Finance. How do I acquire the extra financial? How do I make money on return on my investment? Okay, so you're going to go in. So remember, if you look at the other weeks, there's nothing in there. It's not open. So the first thing before you go in, what's required? I got to read this 5-point form. So you're going to click on this, and remember, you're viewing this video, so you're already all right. Here's your Connect homework. It's due before the first class. We're at 40 points. 1, 2. Remember, Connect. Once you start, you do as many. First chapter you go in, it's going to ask for the passcode, and you keep on doing it till the due date or when it doesn't ask you to do. Most of the Connect homeworks are set up for 45 minutes. Some of them are 20 minutes because they're real short chapters, so you'll have 2 Connects versus one. I think it's only in week 2, there's a couple of chapters, they're 20 minutes, 20 minutes. I try to at least get 40 minutes of Connect time with you because it helps you as interactive software. If you haven't read the book, if you think I'm just going to wing it, you'll be there for 3 hours to do the software. Or I mean, that means you'll be keep on doing it because it keeps on asking you a question. And then when the due date ends, it stops asking you a question, and here's the grade you receive. Remember, the points you receive in my class or any other class, your grade, look at it at academic currency. If you only did half the work, I'm going to give you half the pay. You only showed up to work or classes a couple times, you reduce. I don't pay you for that. It's academic. I want an A. I always got an A, but you never come to class. I want an A. I never did the homework on time. If I have a vendor or supplier or someone working for me that is always late, I don't pay him the bonuses. I don't pay him or her the full amount of money. Your grade is an academic currency. You get what you deserve. Okay? I'm trying to be real straightforward with this. All right, it's finance. Finance, how much is it costing? Hey, when do I take a discount? When do I pay early? When do I wait? Or, that's all finance. So we've got that. Make sure you do your homework. Remember, you come in here, so you got these 2 chapters, you got all the connectors too. Okay, so let's get out of here. We'll go back to our weekly assignments. Okay, so I'm back in here. Now, what I want you to do, so you have that, you connect, you're going to do one quick form, easy form. You're going to click on the form. Some of you already done forms. I know you've done. If you had other, you're already halfway through the course, or if not almost more at the end, ready for completion. So here's your form. Give me a little brief understanding about yourself. My name is George. I did this. I was born in Germany, but I'm not a German citizen. Disappointed entry. I'm a naturalized. Anything about yourself. Read what's in there. I allow you to delete your own postings as long as nobody replied to it yet. Once they reply to it, it's like an email. I send it out, you can't pull it back. It's already out there in that world. So be careful what you write. I expect respect within the forums. I don't want any kind of, I mean, you could disagree with a person at a professional level. Right now, you're just doing introduction. So give me something about yourself. You say, I know these people. You may not know. Tell me something they may not know. Something interesting that might never came up. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were looking for a job. I didn't know you also liked horseback riding or golf or canoeing or bike, whatever. Just so respond. Respond to my questions and then respond to the other individual. And you'll get the 5 points, okay? Before class, so I have a general idea. The last thing I want you to do, so let's see, we're back into week one. And so you have the connect homework. That's enough for that. The other thing, if you notice, you see my face up here. Most of you up on the top of here, this bar up here in Blackboard is all your Blackboard courses or homeworks assigned by instructors is included in there. So, but right now you may have a silhouette. If you're taking me fully on an online class or other courses I take online, I require you to put your update your profile. So how do I do it? I click on that silhouette. You get this, look at that at your own time. Now I click on the silhouette and it's going to show, right now you got a silhouette and it's going to say go to the settings, and at the settings I'm going to change my picture. You click on that and then you upload a new picture. I'm not going to upload it, fairly new, this is what I look like. All right, and then you put some information about yourself, an email, and then you could do one thing. You could hide it. Remember, once you do it here and you go my institution, so when I do this, so it's basically anyone within the Blackboard environment within Harper could see this if they're in one of your classes and they pull you up. This works out well. So when I'm grading your papers, when you're doing a form, I see the face. Remember, in business, I need when I communicate with an individual, even the new Microsoft Outlook. When you're looking at it, I have my face in there. And a lot of things. Hi, I'm George. I'm sending you an email. Well, how do you do that? Your profile, customers like to know who I'm talking to. I don't like this talking to a silhouette. Who is this person? Who is the personality? That's why in business you have to utilize the social media. You have to use LinkedIn. You utilize FaceTime. You utilize Skype. That enriches the communication, enriches your what do you call it? Your message. At least I know it makes it more personalized, for lack of a better word. After this course, you want anyone else to look at, just go in there. You don't have to update your profile, just hide it. Right now, you open it up, and then you have your points, okay? So I'm just going to cancel all this. I'm out of here. And you can put some information, like in here, you could add a title. I'm ready to graduate. I'm looking for a job, whatever. I mean, what major, degree type, degree progress. So other people in there say, I didn't know he's ready to graduate. Maybe he may want to work for this company. I know someone is looking for someone with your skill sets that you put in here. When you're looking for employment, I teach HR to other courses here at Harper. When you're looking for employment, what you find out, what research says, that majority of the jobs that people find jobs, 70% is through networking. Somebody knows that there's an opening, they haven't posted yet. Somebody introduces me to that field or to that right manager. They're still looking outside. Doesn't mean you can get the job. You still got to be qualified, but it's an introduction. And they say, hey, George is a hard worker and this is his friend and he is or she is recommending this individual. I'll take a chance on him. Because remember, it's like, I don't know this person, just on paper they look good, but what's their personality? Now I have someone vouching for you. You still could find work outside. I'm not going to say that's, but you want to increase your potential for getting that promotion, increase your potential for getting that new job that you want. Okay, so that's all I'm saying on that. So let me see. I'm going to go back here. I'm finished with this. You have that information. All right, so we're back in here. The last thing I want to do is I'm going to go on the grades. I'm going to show you about your grades, how I do the grades in here. Let me just kind of close this bar up here. All right, so last thing I'm going to do on the grades. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is your grades. I pause it for a second to eliminate. I just put myself. I'm in here as a preview as a student. So what you're going to always see, you're going to see your current grade, and it's going to be in an A, B, C, whatever you've done. This is if I had to give you a grade today. No, I have no grade, so there's no grade. Let's say you did something, I give you a grade. So if I give a grade today, let's say you did extra credit. So in this, George did updated my profile, so I give him 5 extra points. I put in 5 points in here, and so I got an F. Oh, geez, how did I get an F? Good point, not too good. I got to look at this. Uh, Extra credit, quick view. Hang on a second. All right, I corrected it. So now I got my extra credit. So basically, give me an A. I have nothing else. This gives me an A. That's my current grade. Now, if all of a sudden, let's say for I did some a form, right? And I did the form, and the form I got a 0. I didn't do the form. I didn't enter the form. I entered up that. You see how my grade changed? Because 5 out of 10 is an F. Do you see what, you know what I mean? So this is your current grade. So make sure you always do your current grade. You see the homework assignment. Here you get 25 points for coming to class for the first day. Class and participation. Mine is more of a dialogue, communicating. And the other homeworks aren't showing until the week is due. So make sure you always look at the grade. You'll see your current grade here, and you see either points or a grade that you get for the activity you've completed. So you always know where you're at in my class. How hard do I do? So you know, hey, well, I wonder what grade I'm gonna. There's no complaining. You'll know your grade always. So make sure you always check your grade books, and then remember. So real quick summarizing what's required. You go on a weekly assignment. Always go to your week one. Click on there. View this video. Which you're doing now. Do your Connect homework. Remember your Connect passcode that you just purchased, whether the ebook or you purchased at the bookstore. Once you enter your passcode, it's paired in here. It's paired within this course. So anytime you do any kind of Connect homework, it's going to come directly in here. If you, that's all I'll say now. I'll explain a little bit later on the pairing. So your grade will automatically at the due date will update, or if you finish it and you say, hey, I finished it all, I'm not doing it anymore, it will give you the grade that you received and connected. Just downloads into your grade book. So always check that. All right, so look at the video, do your Connect homework, do the form, introduce yourself, extra 5 points, update your profile, and make sure you buy the book. Get your homework done, and I'll see you next week. And now you have a general idea about the course. You'll do well, and I'll explain a little bit more. Okay, so again, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and I'm excited to be a part of your learning experience, your journey for the next 6 weeks, and I'll see you next week. Okay, let me just, bye.